Hello everyone, this is your YouTube user I803866SX, and we're going to revisit the Compaq LTE Lite docking station. I think I may have found why my hard drive wasn't working. If you watch the other video, I struggled mightily for an hour and a half with this thing trying to get various peripherals to work with it, and the hard drive was one of them. To give you a little background, I had 3 different drives. One was designed for the LTE Lite, that's what I have in here now. And I had 2 rando drives. One I got to work years and years ago. That's a WDC AC 2540H. If I feel ambitious, we'll maybe try that again. And then I had some rando Seagate 200 meg drive from another dead Compaq. But anywho, as you can see here, I do have my Compaq LTE improved drive. Darn camera won't focus. It is an ST9235AG Type 16. So let me see if we can get this open. Now let's get this show on the road. This laptop was acting up on me the last time. I'm hoping it doesn't do it. I originally had a 25E, was the computer I ended up using on the last video. Only because I had Windows 95 directory on it, but I think if everything goes well, we shouldn't need that for this. And as you can see, I went into BIOS and we got a second Type 16, so this is a great start. Watch this magically work. Yes, this is a Compaq LTE Lite 433C, if I haven't said that already. And it looks like this is going to do a scan disk, or at least it squawked like it was going to. I have no idea what this is trying to do. Let me... Actually does not do much for the glare, but let's see what we got. Oh! It is going to run a scan disk after all. I'm going to exit out of it because I don't need to worry about that. I think I got unhappy with this laptop when it kept going into its squawking stages, and so I just gave up on it. Somehow made the glare problem worse. Let's see if I can angle this thing in a different way. Get away from the light. Well, you can see my face in there, but oh well. We can't win them all. Alright, I have no idea what the password is to it, nor do I really care. Alright, so my computer, if we have the same behavior that we had from the other video, the second drive shouldn't show up. Keyword is shouldn't. If I recall correctly, this might be the one that shows 2 rando D&E drives. I have no idea what they do unless there's like some fake drives put in by some other programs, but find that out once this thing actually loads. Yep, there we go. Now, probably should have done an F-disk. So yeah, so now I see the 3 drives like I did before, so this is gonna be interesting. But F-disk, as you can tell, I cannot switch the drives on it, so it is only detecting 1 drive. So let's fix that. What I did to fix it on my 25E is that I went to the device manager. Oh, thought it detected my NIC for a second there, but we're gonna remove the standard IDE ESDI hard disk controller. Let's see what it does now. My luck is this won't do it on this laptop, and then we're gonna be in an even bigger state of mystery. We'll help it along a little bit. I'm not sure about the Windows 95 install on this particular computer to begin with, so at some point I'll probably redo it and start over. Probably not with 95 OSR 2.0, but cross that bridge when we get there. Wait for this thing to make up its mind. Oh, wait. Oh, my light went out. Not entirely sure if we need it, but I'll have it there. And this hard drive light is actually going pretty aggressively. And we got ourselves, not sure if we're trying to go too fast. Oh, that's gonna try to open up my computer. So we'll see how this goes. Maybe we don't have to refine the controller. Slow machine. And so far, no new drive. Under normal circumstances, it'd be a second drive. I think in this circumstance, it's going to be a fourth drive, but we'll do the... I guess I don't have to go to the start menu for that one, because the control panel is right here. Alright. Enough's enough here. So we'll go to the Add New Hardware wizard and we'll let this do its thing. And with the magic of video editing, once this is done, I will come back and we'll resume. And we have a couple things detected. We have an Intel Ether Express NIC card that I added in here, and the standard IDE ESDI hard disk controller. So let's go finish. It's probably going to ask for some Windows 95 files, which I don't have on this drive. I'm going to cancel out of them for the Ethernet card. And I believe I found what the D&E drive came from. There was in the config sys file, there was a reference to Interlink software, which I believe does create the two drives. But and Interlink, I believe, also allows you to transfer files between PCs with another system running Interlink via either serial cable or parallel cable. Let's see what this is looking for exactly. On the 25E, I didn't have to go through this, but I also... Yeah, this looks like it's just going to be for the NIC, so I'm going to not be overly concerned about it for this instance. Yeah, the 25E went straight to restart, so let's do it. I also think this one does hang on shutdown. I'll watch this not work, but we'll wait and see. I don't think I grabbed it in time. Well, we'll find out. Wanted to see if the BIOS still saw the second drive, but we'll play suspense mode instead. A few less things in that config sys and that auto exec file this time around. I think at one point this may have had either a parallel CD-ROM or this was on a docking station, considering there's references to a CD-ROM drive. Or somebody figured out how to get a CD-ROM into the docking station, which I'd be very interested to find out at some point. Maybe with the right driver, we might have cracked the code. We'll see. don't remember from, oh, yep, I had the C drive open. Let's close all that out. No drive. Well, that was worth something. The other two drives did disappear though. Only a spot for one drive. Well, let's see if the BIOS still sees. Alright, now we're not going to skip it this time. Same thing. Well, we'll play desperation here. We'll disable the modem. There's just one less thing we got to worry about. And yes, you read that correctly. This says modem / second serial device. This is one of the very few laptops on the planet that will actually allow for a second built-in serial device. And at some point, I will showcase that laptop. Because I do have one, I believe, with a second serial port on it. They're not even using USB to serial, so it's a legit serial port. But if I ever find an answer to the diskette drive conundrum, that laptop will definitely be showcased. Now let's see what comes up. I tell you how much I hate Windows lately. By off chance, maybe that network card, maybe when I canceled that may have done something. So, magic video editing, let me remove the NIC and the IDE controller and see if that does it. Hello again, folks. So, did a couple things offline here. I first removed the Intel NIC card, obviously. The second thing, I think I removed the modem. Out of this. Yeah, so the modem's no longer there. And this time when I did the detection, it sees two controllers. So let's see what we get. Wonderful. I mentioned that I hate Windows? The computer's still technically responding. Or is it? I have no idea. I think I had a crash on the very same computer now that I think about it. Then do a Control-Alt-Delete. I closed out whatever OSA is, so I have no idea what in my world is doing. So, since I think we're pretty much in a vegetative state now, I'm going to see if we can shut this down this way. So we get to do another boot. Hooray, right? And I just heard the hard drive in the docking station click. So that might be a real good sign. I did not get that previously. Oh, we got a second drive now. But it is a drive space compressed disk, so let's see if we can actually, so yeah, we can actually read stuff off the second drive, so I don't know if I can, let's hope drive space is installed. Looks like it. And if you remember if you watch my very first YouTube video about these Compaq LTE Lites, this drive is all too familiar. So I won't be doing much I won't be going very far into this one. Drive D has been mounted. Wonderful. Host for C. Let's see if it gets me anything valuable. maybe. I swore there was more than that on this drive. Oh, there we go. So, yeah, that is the second hard drive. Yeah, it's definitely not anything with Star Wars on this C drive of this computer, so... Alright, so... After all of that, what I ultimately ended up doing is I disabled the modem / second serial device in the BIOS. I uninstalled the modem and the hard disk controller in Device Manager and the Windows 95 Device Manager. Then I went to the Add New Hardware wizard in Control Panel, had it redetect the controller, restart, and now we got a drive. So, with that in mind, I know there was a little bit of a few roadblocks in this one, but if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, or constructive criticism, please tell me in the comments. And may the odds be in your favor if you come across this again. And maybe someday down the road after I do a fresh install of Windows on this computer or get bored, I'll try that Western Digital 500 meg drive and see if I can get that to detect in this machine.